What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode in the Road to Glory Career Mode series. This is the third to last episode now. In this one, we're going to be completing the Premier League for this final season, I guess you could say. And then after this one, we will be, of course, embarking on the European Championships with England. So whatever happens in today's episode, this is going to be the end of the Premier League season. If we manage to get through against Milan, then we will play that one in the next episode regardless. So there's guaranteed to be at least 3 more episodes, possibly 4, depending on if we can beat AC Milan in the opening 2 games of today's episode. We will also be playing the game where we will be able to lift the Premier League trophy as well. So it's not mathematically secured, but it's pretty much already there. After we sim the first game and won against Newcastle, we pretty much have already got it within our hands. And so that is, it's there. It's there or thereabouts. So the main game that we were focused on was this one, AC Milan. And things just did not go to plan. Suso, inside the 23rd minute, gave them a well-deserved lead. You can see there. And I mean, in terms of a first-half performance, this is quite possibly one of the worst ones that we've had in this season. We were just shocking. Passes misplaced, not being able to defend. And then that just summed it all up, really. The ball through was a hopeful one at that, and Lukaku should deal with it. He doesn't do, and the away goal is there for Milan. We are a goal to nil down, having to fight back into it. But Lukaku, who made the mistake you could say for the first goal going in, redeemed himself not so long later when he broke down the left-hand side and fired it into the top corner to make it Crew 1, Milan 1. But do remember they do have that away goal, the one thing I didn't want to give them. I always say how important it is because it truly, truly is in this... in football, really, away goals are massively important. And we kept the pile... Well, I guess we kept to put the pressure on. That goal kind of woke us up slightly. We weren't playing well, but as soon as that went in, I realised that, you know, this is going to have to be a good performance. We need to find something. So, second half, made a couple of changes, switched around the formation slightly, and it seemed to work. Mbappe should have scored to make it 2-1. It's moments like that really, really frustrate me. You know, there's no reason why Mbappe doesn't score that. He's got the qualities behind it to put that one in the back of the net. So the fact that that one was straight at the goalkeeper is just a joke, really. Continued it as well, and another good save from Onana. This one was a much better strike from Mbappe. The save then was made, but it came to Fratchak, who found Lukaku. At this point, I was thinking the chance had gone begging. Zakaria in towards Lewis Cook. Cook to Mbappe, and the Frenchman finishes it off to make it Crew 2, Milan 1, with a matter of minutes remaining on the clock. A massive, massive goal in our quest in order to try and secure another Champions League final. Of course, this is only the first leg, so we will still have to play at the San Siro in Italy to try and get there. But ultimately, after being 1-0 down, conceding the away goal, we could have crumbled in the game. We didn't do that. We came back, we fought, we were able to get our goal back. We then went 2-1 in front, and we got the job done. So after 90 minutes here at home in England, we came up 2-1 winners. But that away goal could pay dividends for Milan later on in the second leg. We'll see about that one to come, though, as the referee blew this one to a close. And that is the way it did finish. So, round 1 done. Heading into the second leg, I'm excited to see which way that one goes, honestly. I think Milan have got a good side, but with the team that they had, they've got Vestergaard at the back. I mean, we shouldn't be losing to a team like that, especially with their, you know, an abundance of quality we have up front. Pretty much all 3 of our attackers right now, that's, of course, Fratchak, Pulisic, and Mbappe are all above 90 rated. So if we lose, we have no excuses that we haven't scored. Next up was Chelsea. I simmed this one away from home. We got a 0-0 draw, and that pretty much secured the Premier League title, or just about there. As I said, we were in pole position. We only needed a matter of a few points, or matching results as well with Liverpool, and that would have done it. So I didn't play any of the Premier League games up until the one where I knew we actually were going to win the title, and that one comes against Ipswich a bit later on. So yeah, look forward to that. But now, back to the San Siro we go, as we are looking at the second leg. A very attack-minded formation played by AC Milan for this one, with only 3 at the back. It could work in our favour, though, because my ultimate aim here was to literally just come and score a goal. We just needed 1 goal, and we'd be back on pretty much level terms with them in terms of away goals. So I set attacking from the offset. We had chance after chance after chance. This one was a great one from Fratchak, but he couldn't actually get underneath his header and actually get any power behind it. And then Mbappe causing a bit of problems, finding Fratchak again. And this is where the pole has really let me down in certain situations. You know, there, he's got to score that. There's no doubt in my mind that that should be going in the back of the net. And with all the chances we had, of course, you've seen it numerous times before in this series and in me in general. I waste chances, I then don't defend. Kovacic picks it up here. A really, really good move from AC Milan. Rashford in towards Simeone, towards Gelson Martins. And at that point, Milan took the lead. So, yeah, was not one little bit happy with that one. And as it stood, we were going out through the away goal ruling. So we had to throw the kitchen sink at them now. And that led for a couple more opportunities for the home side. Simeone there going close, but Donnarumma equal to that one. And then we just had to really find a chance for ourselves. I mean, that was a poor pass there from Mbappe, but luckily the tackle worked out, fell back to Kylian Mbappe. His turn was golden, and he just about squeezed it past the oncoming Onana to put it in the back of the net and make it Milan 1, Crew 1. So, 3-2 on aggregate, the away goal back into play. If Milan score again, making it 2-1, we'll go to extra time and pens. And I didn't see that coming in the game. So it could be a very, very interesting end to this one. But Simeone finding Rashford. They're chasing an equaliser here. You can see Eric Bailly is far up the field of play, but he couldn't actually send his shot with any real power or any real conviction. And then, guys, we broke on them. Fratchak towards Mbappe. How many times? How many times have we seen him in these positions, right? And you just know the ball's going in the net. Recently, though, he hasn't done the business in front of goal. So there, got to admit, I was very, very worried that that one wasn't actually going to go into the net. But it didn't matter because he found the bottom corner and he sent us to another Champions League final. So there we go, ladies and gents. We're going to be playing in another Champions League final. Hopefully, we will win it. It is going to be the last one, of course, of the series, as this is the last season of the series. But we'll try and win it as best we can. If we don't win it, it's not the end of the world. We have already won them before. So that is the one thing that we can take into account. And I'm pretty sure as well that Champions League final is coming against Spurs. So a little bit of unfinished business there, because remember we saw green to them. We recently featured a game against them and lost by a goal to 0. Harry Kane scoring the only goal in that game. So a little bit of history against them, I guess you could say. So it's going to make it for a very interesting Champions League final indeed. Then Nottingham Forest in the league, as I said, simming these games until we were pretty much mathematically secured. Fratchek scoring a penalty before Clough would equalise for Forest. In the end, it was a 1-1 draw. But after that game had been played, we only needed to beat this game here against Brighton. It wasn't Ipswich, it was Brighton. I do apologise for that one. In order for us to actually get the league title. It's a change around side. You can see it there. Not the strongest 11 that we would usually put on show. But it's still a team that should get the right result here. And still a team that definitely is capable of winning this game. So even with the backup side, we should still be comfortably winning this game against Brighton. Mbappe starts up front. I mean, that's all we need really. But I've got to admit this first goal, sensational play. Watch this from Alexander-Arnold. Gets inside, bang, takes it round 1, takes it round 2, keeps going. Lovely little close control, little pass inside, Mbappe finishes it. As cool, clinical, and as calm as you would like. And there was the opening goal of the game. So, as I mentioned, we just need to win this game, and the title will be ours. Now, if you know as well, when you play career mode, sometimes it doesn't actually give you the actual trophy, you know, presentation service type thing. Whereas in this game here, we do get to see it as we do hold on to the 1-0 win. But there were chances, don't get me wrong, there were chances in the game to take it even further. You can see here Mbappe with a great turn, finding his man, Isaac Martin. His shot from distance was well saved. And that's the difference, right? In last year's Road to Glory save, Ollie Hill would bang him in for them distances with ease. This time around, we haven't really had like a solid, I guess, youth player that's come through. I suppose I did change the kind of ruling this year with the fact we were signing only English players and such, but yeah, even so, it's a bit different to the last year that we actually did. So, as you can see, with the chances coming thick and fast, we were able to actually create more. Calvert-Lewin should score here, doesn't do that. But it didn't matter in the end because, as you're about to see, 90 minutes on the clock, referee brought it to a close. Jubilation for all those inside the home ground here. Crew Alexandra have won another Premier League title. And for the final time, we can say we are champions of England. So as the little celebration thing plays out, I guess I'll just use this time to explain what's still to come then. With the Champions League final on the cards against Spurs, I will be playing that in the next episode as a live episode for you all to enjoy. Then we will play the entirety of the European Championships with England. And then we will do a whole series roundup, of course. We are coming towards the end of FIFA 18. Before FIFA 19 does in fact come out, I will be releasing a video in due course, in short time, regarding my plans for FIFA 19, all of that good stuff. So do stay tuned for that on the channel. Make sure you guys do watch it because it will be important to know exactly what I'm going to be doing in this upcoming new FIFA game, I guess you could say, where in career mode largely there hasn't been a lot changed. And I'm both frustrated and angry at that aspect, but at the same time, I can understand why. You know, you've got to think of it logically from EA. You do understand as to why there has not been a lot of change. They are focusing on their game part that makes them the most money, which is, of course, Ultimate Team. We understand that, you know. But, as I said, I'm still disappointed. I'm still angry, but unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do against it. So I will be releasing that video shortly to kind of give you guys the understanding of what's going on. We still have the player career story to finish as well, and the new career mode on the channel, which we will be running through. And that will be going right up until pretty much FIFA 19 drops, or the day before that. So Do stay tuned, there's still things coming to the channel. If you've been watching the Football Manager series as well, we've just gone into the Europa League with Watford. So I'm looking forward to embarking on some continental football in that competition as well. And yeah, all good stuff to come then. So that's it for today's episode of The Road to Glory, pretty much, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode, as I always say. And before we go, as you can see the celebrations playing out on the screen, I did just want to say a massive thank you for all the support that you guys have given me over FIFA 18 and the way it's gone this year. So I guess I owe you that. But also I wanted to mention, as you may or may not know, I have been doing a coaching course recently in my level 1 to get my level 1 coaching badge. That's now finished. I've sent everything off that I needed to do to the FA, who will then hopefully send out my certificate, basically saying that I've passed the course, and now I will be a level 1 coaching course, well, badge holder, which means I'm moving on to level 2 shortly. That will take up a lot of time because it's a bit more in-depth and a bit more kind of, I guess, hardcore than it is for just a level 1. So if at some point within the near future I don't upload on a certain day, don't worry, nothing's happened. It might be a case that I might just be on a course or that I've gone to do something else. Because as I said, it's a bit more hardcore. I will, of course, let you know and update you when I do start that level 2. It's not going to be right now in the near future. I'm going to take a little break before I actually look seriously into it. But there we go then. So that's it for today's episode. I will see you all for the Champions League final in the next couple of days. Stay tuned for the Champions League final as well to come in the player career story. Until then, though, guys, make sure you stay tuned. If you are new around here, like what you see, the subscribe button is down below. And I will catch you all again with another video very, very soon. Hope you enjoy, guys. Catch you all again very soon. Adios.